Bible reading, Holman CSV, Exodus, chapters 37 and 38. Chapter 37. Bezalel made the ark of acacia wood, 45 inches long, 27 inches wide, and 27 inches high. He overlaid it with pure gold, inside and out, and made a gold molding all around it. He cast 4 gold rings for it to be on its 4 feet, 2 rings on one side and 2 rings on the other side. He made poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He inserted the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark for carrying the ark. He made a mercy seat of pure gold, 45 inches long and 27 inches wide. He made 2 cherubim of gold. He made them of hammered work at the 2 ends of the mercy seat, 1 cherub at one end and 1 cherub at the other end. He made the cherubim of one piece, with the mercy seat, a cherub at each end. They had wings spread out, covering the mercy seat with their wings and facing each other. The faces of the cherubim were looking toward the mercy seat. He constructed the table of acacia wood, 36 inches long, 18 inches wide, and 27 inches high. He overlaid it with pure gold and made a gold molding around it. He made a 3-inch frame all around it and made a gold molding all around its frame. He cast 4 gold rings for it and attached the rings to the 4 corners at its 4 legs. The rings were next to the frame as holders for the poles to carry the table. He made the poles for carrying the table from the acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He also made the utensils that would be on the table out of pure gold, its plates and cups, as well as its bowls and pitchers for pouring drink offerings. Then he made the lampstand out of pure hammered gold. He made it all of one piece, its base and shaft, its ornamental cups, and its calyxes and petals. 6 branches extended from its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand from one side and 3 branches of the lampstand from the other side. There were 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with a calyx and petals, on the first branch, and 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with calyx and petals on the next branch. It was this way for the 6 branches that extended from the lampstand. On the lampstand shaft there were 4 cups shaped like almond blossoms with its calyxes and petals. For the 6 branches that extended from it, a calyx was under the first pair of branches from it, a calyx under the second pair of branches from it, and a calyx under the third pair of branches from it. Their calyxes and branches were of one piece. All of it was a single hammered piece of pure gold. He also made it 7 lamps, snuffers, and fire pans of pure gold. He made it and all the utensils of 75 pounds of pure gold. He made the altar of incense out of acacia wood. It was square, 18 inches long and 18 inches wide. It was 36 inches high. Its horns were of one piece. He overlaid it, its top, all around its sides, and its horns with pure gold. Then he made a gold molding all around it. He made 2 gold rings for it under the molding on 2 of its sides. He put these on opposite sides of it to be holders for the poles to carry it with. He made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He also made the holy anointing oil and pure, fragrant, and expertly blended incense. Chapter 38. Bezalel constructed the altar of burnt offering from acacia wood. It was square, 7.5 feet long and 7.5 feet wide, and was 4.5 feet high. He made horns for it on its 4 corners. The horns were of one piece. Then he overlaid it with bronze. He made all the altar's utensils, the pots, shovels, basins, meat forks, and fire pans. He made all its utensils of bronze. He constructed for the altar a grate of bronze mesh under its ledge, halfway up from the bottom. At the 4 corners of the bronze grate, he cast 4 rings as holders for the poles. He also made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with bronze. Then he inserted the poles into the rings on the sides of the altar in order to carry it with them. He constructed the altar with boards so that it was hollow. He made the bronze basin and its stand from the bronze mirrors of the women who served at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Then he made the courtyard. The hangings on the south side of the courtyard were of finely spun linen, 150 feet in length, including their 20 posts and 20 bronze bases. The hooks and bands of the posts were silver. The hangings on the north side were also 150 feet in length, including their 20 posts and 20 bronze bases. The hooks and bands of the posts were silver. The hangings on the west side were 75 feet in length, including their 10 posts and 10 bases. The hooks and bands of posts were silver. The hangings on the east toward the sunrise were also 75 feet in length. The hangings on the side of the gate were 22.5 feet, including the 3 posts and 3 bases. It was the same for the other side. The hangings were 22.5 feet, including their 3 posts and 3 bases on both sides of the courtyard gate. All the hangings around the courtyard were of finely spun linen. The bases for the posts were bronze. The hooks and bands of pots were silver, and the plating for the tops of the posts was silver. All the posts of the courtyard were banded with silver. The screen for the gate of the courtyard was embroidered with blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely spun linen. It was 30 feet long, and like the hangings of the courtyard, 7.5 feet high. It had 4 posts, including their 4 bronze bases. Their hooks were silver, and the bands as well as the plating of their tops were silver. All the tent pegs for the tabernacle and for the surrounding courtyard were bronze. This is the inventory for the tabernacle of the testimony that was recorded at Moses' command. It was the work of the Levites under the direction of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. Bezalel, son of Uri, son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made everything that the Lord commanded Moses. With him was Aholiab, son of Abishamach, of the tribe of Dan, a gem cutter, a designer, and an embroiderer with blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and fine linen. All the gold of the presentation offering was used for the project and all the work on the sanctuary, and it was 2,193 pounds, according to the sanctuary shekel. The silver from those of the community who were registered was 7,544 pounds, according to the sanctuary shekel. 2/5 of an ounce per man, that is, half a shekel, according to the sanctuary shekel, from every 20 years old or more who had crossed over to the registered group. 603,550 men. There were 7,500 pounds of silver used to cast the bases of the sanctuary and the bases of the veil, 100 bases from 7,500 pounds, 75 pounds for each base. With the remaining 44 pounds, he made the hooks for the posts, overlaid their tops, and supplied bands for them. The bronze of the presentation offering totaled 5,310 pounds. He made with it the bases for the entrance to the tent of meeting, the bronze altar and its bronze gate, all the utensils for the altar, the base for all the surrounding courtyard, the bases for the gate of the courtyard, and the tent pegs for the tabernacle, and all the tent pegs for the surrounding courtyard.